Welcome back to Pickleball Journey. Today we are bringing you some drills that'll help improve your game so you stop staying at the same level.
My name's Elisha.
I'm Justin.
Let's get into it.
All right, so this drill here is going to work on fast hands. Now, everyone can use faster hands. If you look at the top level players, one of the things they do best is they've got such quick hands. So what we're gonna do, this will be a cooperative drill to start. We're gonna take one step just inside the line, and you're gonna work on just having cooperative reflex volleys, where we're just hitting, you're gonna start slow, and you'll slowly speed up as you can, cooperatively. Notice where our paddle's at. We're not up here, but we're down here, kind of at your waist level.
Yep.
So you can have quick hands. We're at about the 10, 11 o'clock position here.
Good variation of this drill is to hit the ball first to yourself and then hit it back. It's more control than it is like really quick hands, but we'll kind of show you this variation real quick.
And now, like a lot of players, when you're drilling, it can get boring after a few minutes of doing this. So we like to make everything competitive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a quick game here. We'll just play a game to 5. And what we're doing is, again, you're just a foot inside the line. We're gonna start off the first couple shots. So we'll say the first 3 shots, we usually do a few, have to be cooperative, and then you start going.
Right.
Now these points might be short, but again, you'll notice your hands getting a lot quicker even if you don't hit the ball. We can slow the ball down here if we wanted to. That's not the purpose of this drill. Continue to just speed the ball up.
Right.
We're not working on blocking and resetting here.
Right. This next drill that we like to do is called the hare and the turtle. The reason it's called the hare and the turtle is we're practicing our speed ups alongside our resets. So what we're gonna do here, Justin and I, is I'm gonna be first to go speed up really hard, and then I'm gonna reset it, try to soften it up. And then I'm gonna speed up and then reset it. So Justin, on the other hand, is just gonna speed up constantly. So whether he gets the ball off the bounce, whether he gets the ball out of the air, he's constantly speeding it up. And I'm taking his speed up and I'm speeding up back at him, and then I'm softening it up, and then speeding it up back at him and softening it up. And this really gets you in the groove of changing up the pace for myself. And then for Justin, it's helping him be able to change his timing when it comes to speeding up, both on a ball that's soft and on a ball that's hard coming at him. So both of us can work in different ways in this drill. And then after you go for a while I'm doing it, you switch, and then the other person does the hare and the turtle, while the opposite person just speeds it up all the time. All right, so right here, I'm just gonna start working on getting my drops going. Justin's working to try to take the ball out of the air as much as possible and work the roll deep into the court. So, and I'm just trying to get the drop going, trying to softly touch it over. And this is a great way to warm up for any, before any rec game or like tournament play. Just get the drops going, get good feeling, get good confidence.
Now notice one thing, Elisha's moving his feet quite a bit back there, so he's getting in the exact position for each shot. Go.
And I'm gonna start with, like we've learned in other videos, I'm gonna start with high margin. So I noticed I hit a couple in the net, so I'm just working to get the ball high over the net. And as I get more confident, I'm gonna start lowering that margin, dropping it in there. There you go, right there. That's a great drop. Just like that. So I'm gonna start lowering it right now. So I'm hitting, once I get 3 or 4, I just keep going. Oh yeah.
All right, so once you warm up, then we wanna get into playing some competitive games. It's always good to make things competitive when you're practicing, so things are more intense, you've got a higher level of energy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game called 7-11. Since he's at the baseline, he's gotta get to 7 because it's more challenging. He's gotta work his way into the kitchen after he's hit a good drop. I'm at the kitchen line, I'm trying to get to 11. So we'll jump right in, start playing some points here. Now keep in mind, this is gonna be tougher for Elisha because he's starting back. He's trying to hit good drops so that he can work his way in, just like in a game when you're trying to hit a 3rd shot drop and work your way into the net. Now for me, my job at the kitchen line is to keep him back as long as possible and stay on offense. So this drill here is getting better defense, being able to hit these shots as perfect resets so you can get back into the point. So the way we'll do this is we'll have one person back here. Elisha will be back middle of the court, gonna hit up a pop-up, so then I'm gonna be on the offense. And his goal is to reset it and get back into the point. Not playing necessarily against each other. His goal is to win 5 points and then we switch.
All right, so a lot of times in a situation on my side, I pop up the ball when I get in a dink rally or I'm in a position of being on defense. And what we see too often is people don't back off the kitchen line to play good defense. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna back off the line 2 or 3 feet, as far as you can go while the ball's still in the air, and then you're gonna get in that ready position. Another mistake people make in my position is they keep their pal too high and they move the pal too much. So what you're gonna wanna do is basically be like a hockey goalie. You wanna get low in your stance, the pal low to your feet, because that's where the opponent is gonna hit it, and you wanna not move the paddle at all. You're playing, basically, if you're gonna move it maybe an inch or so forward, but other than that, you're gonna keep minimal movement of the paddle forward. You're basically moving it side to side to block the ball, to reset it, so you can reapproach that kitchen line and then be at the same depth from the net as your opponent.
Keep in mind when you do this drill, it's gonna be really hard for the defender. So don't be discouraged, but take this to just practice and get better, because when you get in a match and you're gonna start making shots that you were never making before. So for the person that's at the kitchen line, you're on offense, so you gotta be thinking particular about where you're hitting the ball. You're trying to keep it at your opponent's feet back here, and especially you're trying to get them off balance. So if you can avoid hitting it directly to them, you're trying to catch the corners of their body so they're leaning off balance a little bit. The other thing we want to think about is not getting too excited when we get that ball. You want to, again, be sure you're thinking exactly where you're hitting the ball, not just hitting it as hard as you can. Because if you hit it in the middle of the court, that's popping right up to his sweet spot, and he's going to be able to hit a good reset.
Subscribe to Pickleball, Jamie!
Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to Engage for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the link in the description if you want 20% off any Engage paddle. With new paddles coming out all the time, we've been play testing both the power and the spin of all kinds of paddles. We've got the results on our website if you want to compare when you're making a purchase. We also have discounts on there as well.